Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is one on 5 things that you don't need in your wardrobe. So it's not me sort of giving you what you should and what you shouldn't wear. It's more about hints and tips on helping you if you're having a wardrobe clear out. So I'm at the moment going through this whole phase of trying to clear through my wardrobe because I've bought so many random things recently. Like, I've totally fallen off the bandwagon of trying to be very streamlined, keeping it quite capsule. I've kind of just bought things that I like. So I'm trying to kind of go back and have a look at things that I don't wear anymore, that need to be just given away or sold. So hopefully this video will help you sort of see the thought process that I go through when I'm going through this phase of trying to clear through my wardrobe. So I hope you find the video helpful. If you do, please do subscribe and do give me a thumbs up, and I'm going to get straight on into it. So my first tip would be get rid of any of those items that are damaged or that are, you know, stained or shrunk. So, you know, there's definitely things that you can repair if they've ripped or if a hem's come down or something like that. That's absolutely fine. But there's some things that are just beyond repair. So for me, my jeans tend to chafe in the middle and rip. And you know, I've tried to patch them and sew them and everything like that, but there comes a point when it's just embarrassing and you just need to get rid of them. So things like that, you just have to kind of close your eyes and get rid of those items. Similarly, anything that's stained that you can't get the stains out of, things that have shrunk. So I had an Other Stories jumper which I absolutely loved, and I put it in the wash in a cold thinking that it's going to be the same as dry clean. It's fine. It shrunk to like the size of a toddler's top, and I tried to still wear it, like, because I hadn't worn it. I think I've worn it a couple of times. Yeah, I washed it and then tried to wear it to kind of make it fit my body again. It was a disaster. The shoulders were all shrunken up like this. They just wouldn't fit anymore, so I had to get rid of it. And I absolutely loved that jumper. It was so nice. It was like ivory and navy with fringing on the hem. Oh, such a nice jumper. That killed me. So yeah, don't do that. Just follow the wash care instructions, people. Anything like that that's just not going to be worn again, move on, get rid of those. Tip number 2, I would say, is anything that's got labels in it for more than 3 months, get rid of it. So if you bought it 3 months ago and you've not worn it yet, the chances are you're not going to wear it. You know, I've had things in my wardrobe that have been sitting there for 6 months, 9 months. I've not worn them. I've got a couple of examples to show you. One of which would be this Primark top. You've seen this in a haul video back in the summer. It's still got the label on it. I've not worn it. I bought it because of the colour. I absolutely adore this kind of khaki, but I don't like plissé. I don't like this fabric. It's not my favourite fabric, which is why I've not worn this top. So there's so many things in my cupboard that I've got labels on that I haven't worn. So I just need to go through those and see what I can sell, what I can give away, and just clear up some of that wardrobe space. Tip number 3, I would say, is look for those items that you're just not reaching for anymore, you're not feeling for. So for example, if you watched my how to find your personal style video, you would have seen that I said it's fine for your style to evolve as you know, move on and grow up. And it's true. That's absolutely fine, and it should do. And because that's the case, you're obviously going to have items in your wardrobe that, you know, were fitting a certain point in your life and a certain style in your life, but now you're just not there anymore. So those items should be also given away or sold. And I've got a couple of examples to show you of that too. So first up is this t-shirt from Zara. I bought this quite a few years back in both black and grey. I sold the grey a long time ago, and the black I'm still holding on to. But actually my style in terms of what I look for in a t-shirt has changed. So I prefer slightly less fitted style, but also for the graphic not to be as big and in your face anymore. So I do prefer something just to have a small logo on the corner or a small piece of text across the front, but not such an in-your-face graphic. The only t-shirts I do wear with a big graphic like that would be the Adidas ones. So this is why I'm looking to take this out of my closet and either give this away or sell this. But it doesn't always have to be items that have been in your wardrobe for a long time. Sometimes you can still make bad shopping choices very recently. So I bought this bomber just before we went on holiday. It's about a month and a half ago, and I really loved it when I bought it, and I was in that kind of holiday mood. I was like, oh yeah, florals, you know, I'm going to Mexico, so yeah, let's do it. And I wore it once on holiday just as a little cover up because it was actually quite warm when we were there, and I haven't worn it since. So when I came back in the cold light of day and looked at it in sort of home turf, I'm just like, this is so not you. You're not going to wear this. It's too floral, it's too sort of in your face. It's just not going to happen. So I'm also going to sell, in fact this is actually selling on my Depop now because I know I'm not going to wear it, so there's no point holding on to it even though I only bought it a month ago. And then the tip number 4 is get rid of those items that don't fit you anymore. There's those items that are either too big for you or too small for you. In my case, it's always they're too small for me, never too big. One example is this leather top from Next that I got a long time ago, maybe 5 years ago or something, and I used to wear this a lot to work. It's a really nice top. It's fastens down with a zip at the back, and the leather is super buttery and very fluid. I think you can actually see that on camera, which is actually quite rare. It's just a really, really nice top, but it doesn't fit me anymore, and I've been loath to get rid of it, but it's one of those tops that I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and just get rid of, because, you know, I can't fit into this anymore. It will go to a good home. Someone else will probably get a lot more wear out of this than I do, and actually, if I'm really honest, it's actually a little bit short as well. I prefer it if it's slightly longer, so I can then just go and find something that actually fits 100% what I want it to be. And then also this top that I bought from Zara when we were on holiday actually didn't fit me in the changing room, and it still doesn't fit me now, but I bought it because I thought, oh, you know, it's one of those pieces that I would just be able to fit into once I've, you know, lost a bit of weight. And, you know, sometimes I think it's nice to have an aspirational piece that you're trying to fit into after some weight loss, but I have about 10 aspirational pieces that I've never fit into. So it's just silly for me to keep holding on to these pieces that I'm just not going to get into. And I actually bought this small, so that's really bad as well. I think it's one of those things that's just a waste of money. It's taking up wardrobe space. It makes me feel bad every time I look at it, and yeah, I'm probably not going to fit into it. Finally, tip number 5 is duplication. Get rid of duplicates in your wardrobe. Now for me, it probably applies to me actually a lot more than it applies to you guys. If it does apply to you, do let me know, because I feel a lot better if there's other people in my camp. So when I like something, I tend to buy that same thing in a few different colours, or the same colour, just in case. Or I buy that same item just from a different store, but pretty much it's the same thing, if you know what I mean. So I end up looking in my wardrobe actually thinking I've just got duplicates of the same thing from a different store. So an example of that would be these jumpers. The first one that I bought was this navy one from COS. Bought it a few seasons back, loved it, loved the rib styling of it, so I bought it again in the black. For some reason, I bought the black again. I think there was a sale, and I just wanted to get the black as well again, just in case something happened to this one. So I've got now the navy and the black twice. This season I went to H&M and saw this rib jumper, which is essentially the same thing, just in a different shape. And I bought this black one once and the navy twice. So I actually have 1 black and 2 navy of this style, and 1 navy and 2 black of this style. So do I really need 6 jumpers that are doing pretty much the same thing? Probably not. I'm going to take up a lot of, you know, drawer space as well. I don't need 6 jumpers that are essentially the same style, so it's just about looking through to see which ones I want to keep and which ones I ought to get rid of. So, you know, when I say get rid of, it's not about just throwing them away. I'd either give them away to charity or sell them, you know, on eBay or Depop, or give them to a family member. My mother and my sister do get a lot of my clothes as well. So it just is a way of clearing up some wardrobe space for you, having everything a little bit clearer in your closets. I don't know about you, when I go to my wardrobe and I find it's very, very cluttered, it just kind of clutters up my head and puts me in a really bad headspace. So I love being able to go there and being able just to easily pick outfits from my wardrobe. So that's why I'm trying to kind of clear through a lot of the things that are kind of taking up space, you know, unnecessary space, if you like. So just to recap, you know, definitely get rid of those items that don't fit you. Get rid of those items that are damaged, that are just damaged beyond repair, that have either shrunk, that are stained, or that are ripped beyond repair. Do also not be afraid to just get rid of those items that have kind of the old you, if you like. If your style has evolved and it's moved on, and you know you're not going to be wearing any of those items anymore, get rid of those. That's absolutely fine, and clear up some space with some new bits and pieces. Do also get rid of duplicates in your wardrobe. So anything that you can see that you know what, this is the same dress just from different stores. It's a black dress, it's a round neck, it's got the same embellishment on it. I've got 5 of these. You know, get rid of 2, and that will just help you again really keep the things that you know you're going to wear and that you know you're going to be wearing over and over again, and that just frees up some space for you to invest in items that you'll be loving and wearing too. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope it's kind of given you just a little bit of an insight into the thought process that I go through when I'm cleaning through my wardrobe. I hope that you can find some of these tips useful and kind of apply them as well to when you're cleaning out your wardrobe. You'll feel so much better when you've cleared through some space and you've made some money from the bits that you've sold, and you can then just go and invest those in pieces that you know that you're going to love and that you're going to wear again and again. So if you enjoyed the video, please do give me a thumbs up and do subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.